Izuku Midoriya, the press reader. Middle school, your POV. Why don't you take a swan dive off the roof? I heard Bakugo say to Izuku. He was on the verge of crying. Bakugo and his friends hadn't left, and I went up to Izuku. Hey, don't listen to him, I said, with a light smile. What if I did it? Then he would have... I cut him off in his mind off of it. Come on, Izuku, let's get your notebook. And he nodded. We went to go get his book and started to walk back to his house. I was staying with him at the moment because my parents have got a hero job overseas and they didn't want me to have to move. My dad asked Miss Midoriya if she would watch me, and her being the kind-hearted woman she is, she agreed. That was 7 years ago. Not even a call from them, or a letter. They just abandoned me. At least it was a good home. Left me in. What are you thinking about? I looked over to Izuku and smiled. Nothing important. We walked through this tunnel when a villain showed up. Izuku and I tried to run, but the villain pushed me and got Izuku. No! I yelled in tears in my eyes. I went to try to save him, and that's when I felt something grab my shirt, and then hear Detroit smash! I watched Izuku fell to the ground. I quickly screamed at the man's grab to go up to Izuku. Come on, Izuku, wake up! I said, crying. I looked back to see who saved him, to see All Might. I started to freak out. He came up and started to pat Izuku's face, and he woke up, and then he started to freak out. When All Might went to leave, Izuku grabbed on him, saying that he needed to ask him something important, but All Might didn't see before he jumped. I ran away when I saw them go with the help of my quirk. I quickly ran up the stairs to the building they landed on. I opened the door to see a skeleton like mine, Izuku looking defeated. Izuku. I walked up to him slowly. Oh, hey, your name, he said, sounding depressed. I turned to the skeleton man. What did you say to him? I yelled, knowing how he was feeling. I was just being realistic and said, without a quirk you can't become a hero, young lady, he said to me. This made me mad. Come on, Izuku, we're leaving, I said. I tried to protect him from stuff like this. He's such a happy person, I don't want him to fall in the same blackness as I was in. I want to be alone, he said to me. I got sad I was being abandoned again. My mind thought we both didn't see All Might leave. Just then we both heard a boom. Izuku looked to run, but looked like he remembered whatever All Might told him. He wanted to go see it, right, Izuku? I smiled, grabbing his hand. We got to the site and it was the same villain. This time it was Bakugo. Izuku looked scared and the other heroes couldn't do anything. Then Izuku just ran in. I watched as he threw his bag and I ran after him. I made ice go on the floor and froze a part of the villain. Izuku started to try to get Bakugo out, and I was picked up by the strong-armed hero. And I was alright. It was All Might. Grabbed Izuku and punched the villain again. The other heroes got mad at us for going into a fight and they praised Bakugo. I was just trying to help. I thought in my mind, after a few words, they let us go. Izuku, please don't do that again, I said to him as we were walking home. Sorry for worrying you, your name, he said with a smile, and I smiled back to him. Young fanboy, I found you. And All Might again. He went on this rant about how heroes act before they think, and I saw Izuku was starting to cry. Young man, you can become a hero, he said to him. He told Izuku that he would give him his quirk, but he had to train for it. He then turned to me. I would like it if you were there to support him, he said to me, and I nodded with a smile. I was standing with All Might as he watched Izuku work hard. So, young last name, how are you and young Midoriya close? He asked me. His family took care of me when my parents abandoned me, I said, not looking at him. Are you also trying for a hero course? He asked me. I don't know. We'll see if I make it that far. I smiled at him. He looked at me weird, then looked at Izuku. You care about young Midoriya, don't you? He said to me. Yes, I said with a smile. He cares for you too, young last name, he said to me. My smile fell. I don't want to hear that. I just want to see Izuku get into his hero classes. then I won't be here anymore. I'll be replaced when he goes to high school, I mumbled. What was that? All Might said to me. Oh, nothing, I said with a smile. Over the months, Izuku got stronger, but when we were on a run, I started to feel weird. Last time, are you okay? He asked me, All Might stopping on his scooter. I nodded and went back to running. Izuku ran by me. Your name, tell me what's wrong, he said to me. Nothing, I'm okay, I smiled at him. We finished the run and All Might made Izuku go back to the beach. I sat down and watched him, knowing one day I won't be able to see him again. What are you thinking, young Uranime? I looked up to All Might. Should I try opening up to him? Or no? The only reason I haven't opened up to Izuku is because the other person I opened up to joked about me and saying I was just weak. Nothing, I said to him. I hear him sigh. You have a wall around you, huh, young Uranime? He said to me. Yep, I said. It was the day of the exam. I was waiting in my room for him to come home. I was alone. I hated being alone. I walked out to see that there was a note from Inko. Went to the store to get some food. I started to cry. I wanted to be with someone. I don't want being alone. My mind started to race thinking of every bad thing. How if I stuck up to Izuku I would get hit by Bakugo. How I got joked for a whole year for having a fucked up mind. I went back to my room. I put my headphones on and tried to push the thoughts away. Izuku's POV. I was healed and I got a text. Your young friend has been acting weird lately. I would go check on her. It was from an unknown number, but I knew it was All Might talking about your name. I saw it too. Ever since the run, she was more distant and eating less. I got cleared by recovery girl and I started to walk home. I saw my mom's car was gone, so that means she was alone. I walked a little faster to my apartment and opened the door. I looked around and I knocked on her door slowly. Slowly opened it to hear kind of quiet music from the kind of dark room. I walked closer to see her. She had her earphones in and looking at something. I looked at what she was looking at so hard to see it, but to see it was a gun. How the hell did she get it? Yearning. I grabbed her shoulder. She looked surprised. And it looked like she'd been crying for a while. I pulled her headphones out and hugged her. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to, but you're not alone anymore. I won't abandon you. I said what was on my mind, and I think she needed to hear that. Just then she hugged me back and she was crying on my shoulder. You need to tell me when you're thinking like this. If you were to end your life, you would be leaving the people you care for you. Me, my mum, hell, even All Might cares for you. I said to her. I feel her nod. If it was any minute later, I could have lost her. Come home to see the walls painted in red. Tell me where you got the gun, I said to her. From a person from America, she said. I'm getting rid of it, okay? I said to her and she nodded. I sat down on the bed and told her to sit next to me. She did and I hugged her. Soon we lied down and I held her close to me. Please don't ever scare me like that again. I don't want a picture coming home to you dead. She hugged me back.